I am speaking directly to your heart, for what is happening right now is no coincidence. It is no accident that you are listening to this message at this very moment. The heavens have shifted in your favor, and something powerful is about to be poured into your life. A messenger has been sent from above, carrying revelations that have the potential to transform your path entirely. Archangel Michael has descended with a precise mission to unveil a divine secret meant for you. This spiritual key will open doors that have remained shut for years. But listen carefully. What you are about to receive is not for everyone. This revelation is for those who are truly ready for something immense, something you can feel stirring deep within. A flame of awakening has begun to burn inside you. Do not turn away. What is about to be revealed can change the direction of your story. If this message has touched your soul, share it. Stay with me until the end, for there is a divine appointment for every moment under heaven. You are about to step into a cycle specifically prepared for you. I know you have endured times when your strength seemed to fade, when your energy was drained by worry, sleepless nights, and pain that felt endless. Responsibilities weighed heavily on your shoulders. Uncertainty about tomorrow, the daily struggle to keep your home standing. Like violent waves threatening to pull you into the depths, these burdens have tried to sweep you away. But listen to me with your heart. I am the God who holds the heavens and the earth, and today I extend my hand to lift you from where you are. What once seemed impossible will soon crumble before your eyes. A heavenly army is moving on your behalf. You cannot even fathom how many times I have saved you from hidden traps. Today, I break every invisible bond, every obstacle that has worked against you. I bring into the light all that was once hidden in the shadows. You are now placed at the center of my eternal purpose. Pay close attention. What I'm about to say is sacred. A heavenly decree is being pronounced at this very moment. Many wander aimlessly, seeking answers where there is only confusion. But I have something specific, meant only for you. Michael, my warrior prince, has descended with a decree of victory over your home. There is something you have been asking for, something that seemed unattainable, distant, impossible. But listen, the time of your liberation has come. Not by your own effort, but because I, the Lord, have decided to open the doors before you. Your waiting season is coming to an end. You will witness my promises unfold before your very eyes. And do not forget, those who trust in me will never be put to shame. You have lived through difficult days, nights when you questioned whether it was worth continuing. You have seen people walk away, even stand against you. In the midst of it all, your heart cried out, "Why?" Today, I give you an answer. All of it was part of my greater plan. I was separating you, protecting your destiny. If you only knew the tragedies I prevented from reaching you, you would be on your knees, weeping with gratitude. You do not need to understand everything right now. Simply trust. Michael does not descend without a clear purpose, and this time, his mission carries your name. Do you feel it? That presence surrounding you now is not fleeting emotion. It is real. A supernatural movement is taking place as you hear these words. I know every step you have taken. I know where you have walked. There are places where your presence unsettles others. Envious glances follow you. Words like invisible darts have been hurled against you. But listen carefully. I am your shield. A wall of fire surrounds you. No harm will touch you. Everything that was plotted against your life is being dismantled at this very moment. Michael is waging war on your behalf. While some anticipated your downfall, I prepared your rise. The table will be set in the presence of those who doubted you. And it will not be by your own strength, but by my power. I am faithful to fulfill what I have promised. Listen, my son. Listen, my daughter. There is something else you must know. Many times your heart has been weighed down with concerns for your home, your children, the health of those you love. You have spent sleepless nights worrying about their future, wondering if you will have the strength to continue caring, protecting, and providing. But hear my words. You are not alone. My angels encamp around your family. I saw when you screamed in silence. I saw when you secretly wiped away your tears so that no one would notice your pain. Today, I send Michael to bring peace to your heart. Nothing escapes my control. Not a single hair on your head falls without my knowledge. Nothing in your life happens without God allowing it. Even if it seems like everything is falling apart, God can restore it. He is the one who unites families, heals the sick, and renews hope. Pay attention, what you are receiving is not small. Blessings that have been delayed are now beginning to arrive. God shows mercy to those who use what He gives responsibly. Archangel Michael never descends without purpose. He brings something special, something that will open doors that have remained closed for a long time. Many have tried and failed, but your story will be different. What was held back will begin to flow. You may have lacked strength at times, you may have doubted, but you made it here because God sustained you. It was not by your own strength, but by the unseen help of God, who has been with you in silence. Now is the time to reap the harvest of what you sowed with effort and tears. Your reward will be filled with joy. Michael comes with a mission: to deliver, to release, and to confirm promises. Do not stop, because what's coming will exceed your expectations. If these words are resonating with you, share them. There are many waiting for a sign. You are part of something greater, a divine movement already underway. Michael does not descend without a clear purpose. The message you are receiving today has the power to change your life, opening paths that once seemed impossible. Every word you hear now is part of God's perfect plan. You may feel as though you've been locked in an internal battle, struggling with burdens no one else can see. Yet even in those lonely moments, the heavens have been on your side. The enemy has tried to confuse you, to make you doubt, but that season is ending. Michael's sword cuts through unseen chains and illuminates the right path. This revelation is for those ready to receive. You must discern the difference between doors that were closed for your protection and doors that were closed for testing. Not everything that seems good is truly good. God has guided your story, shielding you from what could have harmed you. He has broken wrong alliances and cared for you more than you realize. Confusion will disappear, and clarity will take its place. Michael calls you to move forward without fear. What once seemed uncertain will become a secure path. Answers you have long waited for will be revealed. Some struggles you faced were not only physical but deeply spiritual. Invisible forces attempted to hold you back. Negative words, judgments, envy. Yet God is breaking down those walls. He is opening new doors and transforming impossibilities into new opportunities. Nothing can hinder what God has ordained. True change starts within. What was decided in heaven will soon manifest on earth. But before anything shifts externally, the first miracle happens inside you. Michael has come not just to free you from external limitations, but to break the barriers within you. There are choices you can no longer delay. There are things in your life that must be set in order. God does not want you to carry fear, doubt, or insecurity any longer. When Michael arrives, he brings assurance, the certainty of God's divine will, and what God desires for you is good, perfect, and just. You will not need to prove anything to anyone. You will not have to seek approval or defend yourself. When God lifts you up, your life will be undeniable proof of His hand upon you. Every good deed, every act of faith will bear fruit. Those who doubted you will see your progress, not by your effort but by the justice of God. No one can destroy what He is building. There is divine order at work. What seems difficult will align, because angels have been sent to assist you. Psalm 91:11. For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. What was once heavy will become lighter. What was dark will turn to light. Many wait for grand signs before believing, yet the greatest sign is this: God is speaking to you now. The peace you feel is not an ordinary emotion. It is a divine sign that God is moving in your life. Time is accelerating. What remained stagnant will suddenly begin to move. Closed doors will open in surprising ways, but you must be ready. There are habits you must release, old mindsets that no longer serve you. You cannot grasp the new while clinging to the past. Let go of what wounded you, what disappointed you, what left a mark of pain. Michael comes not only to free what is around you, but to heal what is within you. True security is found not in what you see, but in God's presence. While others trust in things that may crumble, God remains firm and unshaken. You have seen how life can change in an instant. People come and go, opportunities arise and fade. Yet God never changes. If He promised to be with you, no storm can sink you. Michael was sent not only to fight, but to remind you that God is with you. You may wonder if you can handle what lies ahead, but God says, you are not alone. He has already gone before you. He has prepared everything necessary, ordered every step. What you see as an obstacle, God sees as an opportunity to reveal His faithfulness. The restoration you expect will not come in an ordinary way. What once seemed lost will return multiplied. Relationships, dreams, opportunities, everything that was interrupted will return even better. Michael carries divine orders not just to return what was taken, but to give you far more than you imagined. When God restores, He exceeds what was lost. Every step you took had a purpose, even when you didn't realize it. Every difficult moment shaped you for this exact moment. The season of waiting is over. What has been hidden will be revealed. What was bound will be released. The time for harvest has come. What you feel now is not just emotion. It is God moving through every area of your life. Michael continues to deliver what heaven has already decreed. Answers are coming, and your heart already perceives the shift. Even if your mind struggles to comprehend it, this is real. The spiritual is manifesting right before your eyes. What is happening now is in your favor. Old cycles are closing. Chains that held you back are breaking. What once seemed impossible is beginning to take shape. I am the God who moves without limits, without barriers, without restrictions. Every word I speak has a purpose and never returns empty. If I have declared something over your life, nothing can stop it. The season of living beneath your calling is over. A new foundation is being laid. Dreams that were forgotten are being reawakened. Projects once interrupted by hardship are now being reconsidered by my Spirit. Nothing is lost. What seemed unattainable will come to you, but fix your eyes on what truly matters. When I restore, I do not merely return what was taken, I give something far greater. What you are experiencing is not coincidence. It is a precise moment of divine alignment. Archangel Michael has been sent to destroy every stronghold that rose against you, against your home, against your purpose. Every resistance, every voice that tried to discourage you, every situation that seemed impossible is being dismantled. Darkness cannot stand where I am. My light guides your steps. Have you noticed that right before a breakthrough, the battle intensifies? This happens because the enemy knows your victory is near, but nothing that rises against you will prosper. Michael does not descend to retreat. He comes to fulfill what has been promised. And what I have promised will be fulfilled. There is no opposing force that can stand against me. My plan is perfect, and everything happens at the right time. Even if the vision tarries, wait for it. It will come and will not delay. The waiting was never in vain. Each season strengthens your faith, preparing you for what's next. What seemed like a setback was actually an upgrade. I do not release anything prematurely, because I know the exact moment for everything to unfold. Listen carefully. A call to a new level is being issued. Michael's instructions are not merely to free you, but to position you. I am not delivering you so you may continue as before, but so you may step into the fullness of what has been prepared for you. Within you, there are gifts that must be activated. Talents I have placed in you that must now be set into motion. Your life is no accident. Every detail was written with divine purpose. The atmosphere around you will feel the transformation. Those who once overlooked you will soon notice the difference. But do not concern yourself with proving anything. What I am about to do will speak for itself. Michael is already working, removing what does not belong, strengthening essential connections, and opening paths that were once blocked. What was hidden will come to light. Doubt will turn into certainty. There were times you thought you could not go on, times you lacked strength. But each time you wanted to give up, I upheld you. You cried when no one was watching, but I saw every tear, heard every silent prayer, understood every unspoken thought. Now I tell you, a new season is beginning. The hardship is giving way to a season of triumph. What once required exhausting effort will now flow with ease. My presence goes before you. Michael not only fights for you, he prepares the land ahead. Wherever I send my messenger, there is victory. The crooked path will be made straight. What was an obstacle will become a testimony. I am the God who creates rivers in the desert, who turns impossibilities into reality. None of my promises will be frustrated. Signs will begin to appear. Small details in your daily life will confirm that transformation has already begun. Doors that once rejected you will now open. Unexpected people will cross your path carrying answers you did not seek. Opportunities will find you without effort. What seemed impossible will begin to unfold naturally. Because when I decide to act, nothing can stop me. The season of fulfilled promises has arrived. Testimonies will come that mark your life forever. What was once a mere hope will become reality. And it won't be luck or coincidence. It will be the manifestation of my perfect plan. What was delayed will be released. What was postponed will now accelerate. Resistance will crumble. The battle fought in the heavens has already been won. Michael descends with precise orders. Release, restore, and position you where you belong. Indecision is over. I have already given you signs, shown you miracles before your eyes. Now I call you to move forward. What I have begun, I will finish. Michael is in action, and what has been decreed cannot be revoked. The resistance has become an open road. Doubt has turned into certainty. Delay has transformed into acceleration. The time has come. Prepare yourself, for in the coming days, you will witness unmistakable signs that heavenly intervention is already at work. People will notice the difference. Circumstances will shift without logical explanation. Answers will arrive before you even ask. I am the God who surprises, who exceeds expectations, who honors those who trust in me. Archangel Michael is fulfilling his mission, and nothing can stop what has already been established. The heavenly movement has not ceased. The atmosphere around you is shifting. Soon, you will see clear signs that something greater has been released. Michael did not descend merely to break chains and open doors. He came to establish a new path for your life. What was stagnant is now moving swiftly. The season of waiting has been replaced by the season of advancement. What was locked has been unlocked. What seemed distant is now drawing near. Every detail has been aligned. No further delays. There is no obstacle that can stop what I have declared over your life. But stay alert. Opportunities will come. Many will see these events as ordinary, everyday occurrences, but you will recognize them as divine responses from God. Broken connections are being restored. Lost resources are returning. What once seemed unclear is now coming into focus. You carried a burden you didn't even realize, an emotional and spiritual weight that drained your strength. But now, that burden is disappearing. Whatever caused confusion, robbed your peace, and left you weary is losing its power. Archangel Michael has descended with a specific mission to bring total freedom. God does not want you to live in fear or doubt. He desires for you to move forward in confidence toward what He has prepared for you. Even when you cannot understand what is happening, God's plan remains perfect. You may have mapped out certain plans, but ultimately, God has guided your every step. Every experience, every surprise, every obstacle, every unexpected change had meaning. God was with you, even when you didn't notice. The time has come for you to see the changes unfold. The answers you've been waiting for will come from unexpected places. People you never imagined will help you. Doors you thought were impossible to open will suddenly swing wide. All of this is happening because God has already been working in your future. While you were praying, He was already setting everything in place. Everything will be revealed at the right time. That which drained you emotionally is losing its hold. The problems that robbed your peace will resolve effortlessly. When God moves, everything shifts. Michael is bringing stability and peace into your life. After so much effort, steadiness will come. Others will notice the transformation in you, in the way you speak, in the way you carry yourself. This won't be luck. It will be visible proof that God is with you. When God elevates someone, there is no need to explain it. Their life bears witness to His power. You will not have to convince anyone. Your actions will speak louder than words. Michael has come to ensure that nothing can hinder what God has begun in you. Prepare yourself for the new. What once seemed impossible will become reality. God is preparing everything for His promises to be fulfilled. But remember, to receive the new, you must release the old. Do not attempt to carry things that no longer belong to you. Michael was sent not just to open doors, but to close those that have already fulfilled their purpose. Some seasons must come to an end. It is time to step forward. What God has placed within you must now be revealed. Your talents, your identity. None of it was a mistake. Every detail prepared you for this moment. What was once hidden will now come to light. Your voice will be heard. Your presence will be recognized. Your impact will be real. Where God is, there is growth. Michael continues working. He will not stop until everything is in place. Chains are being broken. Relationships are being strengthened. The divine process is still unfolding. What once seemed far away is now within reach. What once depended on others now depends solely on your decision to move forward. The shift has already taken place. You only need to follow the instructions already given to you. Do not fear the challenges ahead. They are part of your path. God walks with you, and Michael goes before you, preparing the way. Nothing and no one can prevent you from witnessing what has already been decreed in heaven. What is being established in your life now will not be interrupted. Stay alert. There are still revelations to come. You are in the midst of an important transition, and nothing can halt what has been released over your life. Michael continues clearing obstacles, opening paths that once seemed impossible. Everything around you is shifting, and soon you will see unmistakable signs of this change. What was stagnant will begin to move quickly. Doors that seemed shut will suddenly open. The answers you've long awaited are closer than you imagine. Some will come in unexpected ways, through paths you never considered. God moves beyond human understanding. You do not need to fear the future. Every detail has been carefully prepared. Michael was sent to ensure nothing interferes with what is about to unfold. Your thoughts will begin to align with God's will. Anxiety has tried to take control, burdening you with fears about things that haven't yet happened. But today, I bring you peace. You no longer have to carry that weight alone. Michael has come with a divine release order. One of the greatest transformations will take place within you. The peace that surpasses all understanding is already being poured upon you. That exhaustion that held you back is being replaced with new strength. I know your soul has cried out for rest, that each step seemed heavier, but now I renew you. Receive fresh encouragement. Receive a new desire to press forward. You did not come this far just to give up. There is still much more in store for you. Michael stands at the forefront of this battle, ensuring nothing can stop you. God's plan never fails. It is never late. It never makes mistakes. He is good, a refuge in difficult times, and He knows those who trust in Him. Nahum 1:7. If you trust in Him, you will see His promises fulfilled, promises written for you before you were even born. He has always been in control. And now, the time has come for everything to begin manifesting. The heavens are shifting. What was hidden is coming to light. Divine connections are forming, and key people will cross your path. At the same time, I am removing those who should no longer be part of your journey and drawing closer those who will uplift and strengthen you. These transitions may not be easy, but each one serves your ultimate good. Michael was sent to help reposition you. Any relationship that does not lead you toward your divine purpose will be dissolved. The resistance you faced was not a setback. It was a sign that something monumental was coming. The greater the promise, the fiercer the opposition. But now that opposition is falling. Michael did not come to negotiate. He came to establish decrees from heaven. What was spoken above will manifest here on earth. The cycle of endless struggle is over. Stability is already being built on solid foundations. The preparation was long, but it was necessary. You would not understand what is unfolding now if you had not walked through what came before. Every experience molded you for this moment. Now you will see with greater clarity. Your faith will be strengthened, and you will know where to step next. The season of uncertainty is over. What was once confusing will now make sense. God is the one who reveals what is hidden and gives understanding to those who seek His presence. The favor coming upon your life will not go unnoticed. Many will witness what is happening and recognize that it is God at work. Those who doubted will see the fulfillment, but you do not need to prove anything to anyone. Simply live out what God has prepared for you. Michael is here to ensure no interference disrupts this divine process. What once seemed like an obstacle will now stand as proof of your victory. Your struggles will become testimonies that inspire others. When you look back, you will realize that every battle served a purpose. I do not waste any process. I do not allow sorrow without a higher reason. Everything you endured was preparation. Michael has come to seal this transformation and usher in a new era, a time of conquest, abundance, and restoration. And this abundance is not merely material. It will touch every area of your life, emotional, spiritual, and physical. What you have longed for is being released. Restoration will be complete. Everything that was taken will not only be returned, it will be multiplied. Losses will not define your future. What seemed finished will be revived supernaturally. Michael was sent to bring justice. Those who believed they had defeated you will soon see that nothing can stop God's plan. Restitution will be complete. Even in the smallest details, you will see signs. What went unnoticed before will now become unmistakably clear. Small steps will pave the way for greater blessings. First, smaller doors will open, preparing you for the larger ones. Trust. What is being worked on in secret will be revealed in its appointed time. Every detail of this plan has already been carefully designed. The moment has arrived. What seemed lost is being restored. What was interrupted will begin to flow again, but this time with greater strength, greater meaning, and a renewed purpose. What many saw as detours in your journey were actually divinely orchestrated steps. Michael descended to remove every blockage, every interference that tried to delay your progress. Now, nothing and no one can hold back what has already been declared from heaven. The pace of your life is accelerating, not by chance but by divine order. What once felt like effort with no results will turn into unmistakable victories. The harvest that once seemed so distant is now close at hand. Every seed sown in faith will begin to bear fruit. Michael watches over you so that nothing steals the blessings you have planted with love and perseverance. What you gave in faith will return multiplied. I am the God of abundance. Everything I place in your hands is meant for prosperity. The harsh words spoken against you will lose their power. Misjudgments, false accusations, and voices that spoke without understanding your purpose will have no hold over you, because I have the final say over your life. Archangel has come to sever invisible chains, to cancel decrees that never held true authority. The truth will be revealed. Those who doubted will witness with their own eyes what I am doing to you. I believe in my plan, a plan that never fails, never arrives late, and never makes mistakes. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. Do not be surprised, for I am your God. I strengthen you, I help you, and I uphold you with my faithful hand. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. If I am with you, what could stand against you? If my presence surrounds you, what could intimidate you? Michael did not descend merely to fight on your behalf. He came to remind you that I am your refuge. Fear will no longer have a place. What once paralyzed you will lose its grip. The doubts that attempted to weaken your faith will dissipate, because now I am bringing clarity to your mind. Michael was sent to ensure your thoughts are no longer attacked by uncertainty. Where I stand, there is security. And the certainty I declare today is this: your future has already been written, and it is far greater than anything you can imagine. What once kept you awake will be resolved. Unexpected situations that left you uncertain will unfold in your favor. Problems that seemed impossible will become powerful testimonies. Michael is paving the way for you. You will see the answers before you when you least expect it. I am a God without limits, and when I move, nothing can stop me. Your relationships will also undergo a divine selection process. Some people will leave, not because you failed, but because their time in your journey has ended. Others will appear because they are part of the new season I am ushering into your life. Do not hold on to what has already fulfilled its purpose. Michael ensures that only those meant to build you up and walk alongside you will remain. Every shift has a purpose, and soon you will see its fruits. What you need is already on its way. I am not only speaking of provision, but of everything your soul desires. I know your struggles. I know your gifts. I know the deepest thoughts you have never spoken. I know that sometimes you feel overwhelmed. But I will never let you lack what is essential. Michael descends with the decree of provision. You will see open doors where there were once only obstacles. Michael is already arranging the atmosphere around you. What once appeared like a maze with no way out will become a brightly illuminated path. The instructions will be clear. I am the God who lights the way, who guides securely, who never fails. No decision will be made blindly. The promises I have spoken over you remain. I will never forget my word. Every declaration is still alive and active. Michael was sent to remove every obstacle that stood against what I decree. Now you will witness with your own eyes what once seemed like only a distant dream. There are no more barriers, no more delays. The time of fulfillment has arrived. The peace you feel now is no coincidence. It is a sign that everything is aligning. The weight you carried is being lifted. What was uncertain is becoming sure. Michael is sealing this new season, ensuring that nothing disrupts your path. Everything that once stole your peace will lose its power. What was once instability will now be transformed into steadfast security. Your life will never be the same again. The days filled with constant battles are ending. A season of continuous, unstoppable growth is beginning. Michael continues to fulfill his mission, ensuring that everything in your life aligns with my divine purpose. Nothing can stop what I have already set in motion. The time has come to reap the harvest of all you have sown. Pay attention. There are still revelations to come. Heaven is still moving. Even if you do not see it, the shifts are already occurring around you. Michael remains vigilant, ensuring that everything I have determined for you will manifest without delay. Nothing and no one can hinder what I am bringing forth. What seemed far away is now drawing near. What was blocked is being released. What once required great effort will now unfold with ease. These shifts are not small. They will touch every aspect of your life. There are promises you thought were forgotten. Prayers you stopped praying because you believed they went unanswered, but I will not forget. Every word you spoke in faith, every sincere longing, I have heard them all. Michael was sent to ensure everything was ready at the appointed time. Do not fear the future. It is not an unknown path. It is one that I have already walked ahead of you. What once seemed difficult to comprehend will now become clear. The answers that once felt impossible will come, and they will leave no doubt that they are from me. Michael did not come to delay you. He came to propel you forward. The movement that began in heaven is now being revealed in your life. Doors that were once shut will open, and those that did not open before were closed to protect you. There are doors that will never open again because they are not part of your next chapter. Trust every transformation you see. Everything is working for your good. Every unexpected turn, every pause, every delay had a divine purpose. Now, the waiting season has ended. What was prepared in silence will now be revealed openly. The doubts that once restrained you will lose their influence. Now you will know, without hesitation, that I am with you. Michael has come to silence every voice that sought to discourage you, to remove every thought that weakened your faith. From now on, your perspective will shift. Your mind will be renewed. Your confidence will be strengthened. And even in the smallest details, you will recognize the signs that I am moving. You will not need to force anything. You are no longer alone in this battle. You will see clearly how God is working in your life. What once brought you anxiety will now bring you peace. You will notice it in your home, in your relationships, and even in your way of thinking. Fear will be replaced by a courage you never knew you possessed. Michael comes with renewed strength for you. You will feel rejuvenated. Dreams you once abandoned will come back to life. If there is something burning in your heart, it is because God placed it there, and He does not forget. Michael is removing every obstacle that stood between you and what was always meant to be yours. No one can take away what God has reserved for you. Criticism, judgment, and words that once made you feel small will no longer hold any power over you. Michael has descended with an order of honor. You will finally be seen as God has always seen you. Those who underestimate you will witness what God is doing in your life. What you need for this new season is already arriving. What once seemed difficult will be made easier. What was far away will be brought near. Michael is ensuring you lack nothing. You will not have to struggle endlessly to receive what God has already prepared for you. The time of barely surviving is over. You were called to live fully. Michael brings a message of prosperity. The cycle of losses and setbacks will not repeat. You will build a stable and flourishing life. God turns the small into the great. What once seemed insufficient will become more than enough. The love you need will come, not only from others, but also from within yourself. Michael is ensuring that only what is true remains. Anything that does not align with God's plan will be removed. Everything God builds endures. His plan is perfect, full of details that never fail. Call me, and I will answer you and show you great and mighty things you do not know. Jeremiah 33:3. Many of the answers you have sought will begin to arrive. What once seemed an unsolvable mystery will now be understood. Michael is orchestrating every detail so that everything unfolds in the best possible way. What once caused you worry will become a testimony. Every step you take will be clear. You will no longer make blind decisions or walk without direction. The field once filled with doubt is transforming into a bright, unmistakable path. Michael has been sent to remove every shadow of uncertainty. God is the one who directs your steps, who shows you the way, who confirms truth. You will not be lost. The season of exhaustion has come to an end. The energy that once ran dry is being renewed. God knows how much strength you poured into your journey, how many times you fought to remain steadfast. Now comes the renewal. Michael was sent so that you would no longer waste your strength on battles that are not yours to fight. The burdens that once seemed impossible will be replaced by lightness. You will walk without growing weary. You will run without becoming exhausted. Hidden traps, silent attacks, and unseen barriers. Everything is being uncovered and dismantled. Michael has descended with a sword of justice to destroy all that tried to hold you back. Where there was once opposition, there will now be favor. Where there were once obstacles, there will now be open paths. The very things meant to hinder you will become the stepping stones that propel you forward. The promises God has spoken over your life are not dependent on human approval. There were voices that sought to diminish you, to limit your potential. But what comes from God cannot be canceled. Michael is ensuring every divine promise stands firm, regardless of circumstances. What God has ordained in your life cannot be stopped. The environment around you is shifting. You will feel a weight disappear. A sense of relief and freedom will rise within you. Little by little, everything will transform. Michael is not only fighting for you, he is also putting into order what was once out of place. The right people will begin to approach you. Those who are no longer meant to walk with you will naturally drift away. What was stagnant will begin to move. You will see progress. Doors will open, and this time, nothing will stand in the way. Opportunities will appear that did not exist before. Michael has descended with a divine order of advancement. What was held back is being released. What was once closed is now unlocked. Nothing can stop you now. You will move forward securely without looking back. God knows exactly what you need. He understands every one of your concerns and responsibilities. Today, He assures you, you will lack nothing. Michael ensures that the right resources arrive at the right time. God is the provider. He gives beyond what logic can explain. What you need is already on its way and will arrive when you least expect it. Signs will appear. Small confirmations will manifest in your daily life. Answers you had stopped waiting for will come forth. Encounters that may seem like coincidences will prove to be part of the divine plan. Michael is orchestrating everything, removing obstacles that still attempt to linger. Stay alert. It will be so evident that you will have no doubt that God is at work. The season of doubt is over. The security you have been searching for is being built. The fear of loss, failure, and inadequacy will be replaced by unwavering confidence. God is the one who sustains your life. Michael has descended to ensure that uncertainty no longer clouds your path. You will walk with purpose. You will make decisions with clarity. You will face challenges knowing they are already conquered before you begin. What God gives, no one can take away. The peace you feel now is not fleeting. It is not just a momentary reprieve. It is a sign that transformation is happening. Michael is sealing this new season. What you build will remain firm. You will witness with your own eyes how what once caused you worry now transforms into peace. The divine movement has not ceased. Michael continues his work, ensuring that every part of your life aligns with what God has already decreed. What was initiated in heaven is now manifesting on earth. The time for harvest has arrived. You will reap the fruits of what you sowed in faith. Barriers are crumbling. Resistance is vanishing. Everything will unfold in the time and manner God has ordained. Nothing will be able to hinder what has been released upon you. The season of waiting is over. Now is the time to see with your own eyes what you once believed only with your heart. Michael, continue working. Prepare everything so that each promise is fulfilled in its fullness. Pay attention. Signs will continue to appear. Each one will serve as confirmation that victory has already been declared. Heaven has spoken. Michael has descended, and nothing will prevent what was destined for you from coming to pass. This is the time to move forward, to live out what was planned from the beginning. You can already see the evidence. Victory is near. What once seemed impossible now stands before you. Every message, every word that reaches you is a direct sign from heaven. Stay present. There are still more revelations to unfold. Each new step will confirm that you are part of a great divine plan, one that has already begun.